On August 14th, First National Bank Moose Lake will be hosting an open house to say thanks to their customers. In anticipation of that event, we talked to Bank President Larry Peterson about how our local bank has held up to a recession that now seems to be abating.
The old-fashioned way, the traditional way, and we didn't get into a bunch of bizarre products and services that, to a smaller bank, just never made sense. It wasn't good banking to begin with. And, there's a lot of reasons you can conclude that why they did some of the things they did, wrong incentives and not enough oversight on some of these things and so forth. But I think by and large, the smaller banks, including us, just didn't get involved in those risky activities. And so I describe the effect that we're having is really just an overall recession effect. Our business is down in the community, so our customers are less profitable, and of course that has a direct effect on our relationships with our customers. But so it's a very indirect kind of an effect that we're having, but we're solid, we're strong, and we're profitable, and we're doing well.
Speaking of which, we hear from a lot of experts now that maybe we're starting to, at least, they're starting to feel like maybe we bottomed out as an economy now. Are you sensing, as a bank president, that things are getting better at this point?
We've seen loan activity pick up, which is one of our better gauges. It isn't necessarily deposit activity because it seems that with all the problems in the big banks, smaller community banks really became a safe haven for people's money. So the deposit activity, to me, is not a real good measure of a good economy as much as it is loan activity. But we have been seeing increased loan activity lately, and I'm thankful for that, and I think it's a good sign. One little asterisk that I put on the economy locally is that we have such a large amount of government payroll in this community, and the effects of economic downturns seem to lag in the government payroll system, because the state of Minnesota just a month ago started their next 2-year biennium, and so now is when, if there's any repercussions at our state institutions here, they're probably forthcoming. But I think by and large, the general consensus is that we probably have bottomed out. I even read something yesterday that there's some argument that maybe the recession has already ended.
Housing, are you seeing housing starts or new construction, or are you able to gauge housing at this point through your bank?
The new construction is definitely down, and one of the problems is getting appraisals to work out. Because even though the cost of building has probably also gone down some with the economy and the competitiveness of supplies and labor, because there hasn't been that many house sales, and those that are selling are typically not real high value homes right now, we're having trouble getting appraisals to substantiate the cost of a new building project. So that is one of the reasons it's down. But we are seeing some, and if a person has a fair amount of equity because they sold out of another house or something, we can still make it work. But we are seeing quite a bit of activity with additions and remodeling and things like that. So it's been pretty good.
For the Moosetown Crier, I'm Paul Staub.